I'm on a quest to find myself the perfect retro 90s joystick for my retro gaming PC. I made a list of 6 top quality joysticks from the 90s. Now we're going to pit them against one another in a fight to the death. Going head to head, we have the Microsoft Sidewinder 3D Pro, the Logitech Wingman, the ThrustMaster Top Gun, the Gravis Blackhawk, and the Saitek Cyborg 2000. We also have a last-minute new challenger in the guise of the CH Gamestick. I'm looking at 4 factors: looks, feels, usability, and value for money.
6 joysticks enter, 1 joystick leaves.
First up is the Microsoft Sidewinder 3D Pro. Looks-wise, the Sidewinder does it for me. Its clean lines and tasteful colour scheme make it probably the coolest looking stick on this list. When it comes to feel though, the 3D Pro falls a little short. That minimalist geometric design starts to hurt your hand after a while, and so the Sidewinder falls short of some of the more ergonomic sticks on this list. The joystick features a ton of buttons, an 8-way POV hat, a throttle slider, and a Z-axis rudder control. The 3D Pro also has clever optical tracking components, which means the joystick isn't a subject to drift over years of use. However, installing the stick was a headache. The standard drivers for this need a lot of jiggery pokery to get the joystick working. It's not the end of the world, but other sticks work right out of the box. Released around the $95 mark, it was intended for everyone. I picked up mine for 99p local collection on eBay, so that's a huge plus. Next, we're looking at the Logitech Wingman Extreme. The Wingman is just a marvel of 90s curvy plastic. An absolutely top colour scheme, bonus points for being purple. It looks good, it feels good. The Wingman's super ergonomic joystick just sits so right in my hand. Probably the most comfortable stick on the list. There is a good chunk of buttons, a direction hat, and a slider control, all in easy reach and with a nice clicky response, even after all these years. The stick does feel a little spongy, but that's probably from too many good times. This stick cost me £4.50 in Sue Ryder in Northampton, which I think is about right for what's still considered to be the everyman's gaming joystick. Number 3 is the ThrustMaster Top Gun. This joystick looks like it was ripped right out of a fighter jet, which is almost the case. ThrustMaster are famous for their attention to detail, and the Top Gun is straight out of Maverick's F-14. As for feel, it's not quite for me. The stick feels a bit too stiff for my tastes. It might need some breaking in, but off the bat, it's too tight for my liking. It has a 4-way hat, a trigger, and 3 buttons. That's a bit Spartan if you're looking to do anything more than just fly around. As it was brand new, sealed in packaging, this was the most expensive joystick on the list, costing £8 delivered. The modern equivalent is probably the ThrustMaster Warthog, which costs about 130 quid. On balance, that seems about right. The stick did come bundled with a free copy of Tomb Raider though. 4th on the list is the Gravis Blackhawk. It needs to be said, this is an ugly joystick. The giant moulded base and the short stick makes the Blackhawk look dumpy and bottom heavy. But I am almost certain that the manual control column that Riker uses in Star Trek Insurrection is a Gravis Blackhawk. Obviously loads of bonus points for that. Those ugly looks belie a pretty decent feeling stick. This must be why so many people still swear by their Blackhawk. The gimbal is lovely and smooth, and that low centre of gravity is actually more forgiving on the wrist. The Gravis Blackhawk is a 3-axis, 4-button stick. Even more Spartan than the Top Gun, the Blackhawk even lacks a POV hat. The Gravis stick was 6 quid delivered, making it the 2nd most expensive stick on the list. Considering I've picked up better sticks for much less, the Blackhawk loses a lot of points for value. The Saitek Cyborg 2000 was released in, you guessed it, the year 1999. Immediately, the Cyborg 2000 is the most futuristic looking stick. All those bolts and screws, the metal plating, that big utilitarian spring. Those bolts aren't just for looks. Using the included Allen key, the Saitek Cyborg can be completely customized. Handrests can be moved, the head angle can be adjusted, and the whole operation can be changed from right-handed to left-handed. In addition to all that customization, the Cyborg is chock-a-block with buttons, and the sticks install perfectly under standard Windows drivers. The Cyborg was dead in the middle when it came to value, costing me £4 delivered. modern Cyborg will run you around 50 quid, so again, the price is really aggressive. Our last minute entry, the CH Gamestick. Christ alive, this is by far the ugliest stick on the list. The CH loses about 1,000,000 points for actually looking like a massive dildo. Playing with this thing on your lap is embarrassing. If someone comes into the room while you're waggling this thing around, you will never live it down. It's actually pretty comfortable, and it is ambidextrous, which is a plus point. 3 buttons, no hat, and that nasty little throttle control make this stick no fun to play with. It's like trying to use the volume wheel on a tape Walkman, for those that remember that. For those who don't, it sucks. Actually, the one thing this stick does have is value. The poor bloke who sold me this got 83 pence delivered, and he shipped it from Israel. In order from worst to best, we have the Gravis Blackhawk with 9 points, the ThrustMaster Top Gun in with 10, the CH Gamestick scored 11 points, and the Microsoft Sidewinder 3D Pro scored 13. In second place with 15 points is the Logitech Wingman Extreme, but the all-round winner and no real surprise is the excellent Saitek Cyborg 2000, a fantastic combination of looks, functionality and value for money. The Saitek Cyborg is officially the game show's choice for best PC joystick for retro PC gaming. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more retro PC gaming videos.